Let's set our March TBR. Hello everybody, welcome back to Bandits and Bookworms. My name is Deidre and today I'm going to be setting my TBR for March. It is February 28th right now, so I still have a couple of days, like a day and a half left in February because it's leap year. And I'm almost done with my TBR. I have one more book that was on my TBR that I am intending to read. We'll see if it actually gets done in February. I would like to read it though. But I want to start off the video by talking about the books that, or book singular, that I am quote unquote required to read because it's part of a book club. But that book is awkwardly coming into frame, Bride by Ali Hazelwood. So this is the March book club pick for the Citadel, which is with Mel Reads. I'm excited to read this. I now have a, minus her short story collection, a complete Ali Hazelwood collection. So yay. The next thing I thought I would do, I think I'm going to do a similar style that I did last month, which is to do 2 Bookopoly prompts because that's part of my goals for the year, but then also to do some polls from my TBR jar. And then I liked having a little bit of free space on my TBR to like just kind of mood read where I wanted. So that was really nice and it did keep me reading. So now let's do our Bookopoly rolls. The tripod I usually use for my phone while I am filming my journal is currently in use in other places. So I'm just going to roll them and give you physical representations, like a digital, somewhere on the screen will be a digital representation of what has happened. So in the meantime, let's get out our special little metal dice here and roll for these things. When we last left off, we were on community shelf. And now we're going to start from there and roll our 2 prompts here, hopefully. I might even do 3 this month. I might do 3 Bookopoly prompts depending on what we get. We'll see. Oh my god. Dice are wildin'. Hold on. One moment. Let me re-roll that. I have some fluff from one of my dog's toys on my desk. Not sure how that happened, but it seems to be everywhere. And every time I think he's fully defluffed the toy, he finds more. And I don't understand how they do this. I don't understand how they manifest it. Let's try it again. All right, we got a 5, a 3, and a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the most recent purchase. Let me look at my sheet. I started keeping a Google sheet of all of my reading stuff, including my purchases and unhauls. So it said most recent purchase. My most recent purchase was technically The Ashes in the Starcursed King on Audible, but I don't like to use audiobooks because I basically only listen to audio when I'm cleaning sometimes and when I'm driving. And since I don't have like a regular commute or anything, I work from home, I don't like to usually like make those time bound for me. So I don't want to put an audiobook on there. So the most recent physical purchase, should it be purchase that I made or recently arrived? Let's text a friend. I'm gonna text my friend Jeremy, who watches my videos. Hi Jeremy, I know you're probably watching this when it comes out. Whenever he texts me back, whenever he messages me back, I will tell you what he chooses. But I have 2, so it's either gonna be Malice by John Gwynne, I think is who it's by, or it's going to be The Mayor of Maxwell Street by Avery Cunningham. So those are the 2 that I'm choosing between. All right, let's do our next one. We got another 5, another 3 and a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A small book of under 300 pages. Do I even have anything like that on my TBR? I don't think I do. 239. That's not enough. That's not good enough. What is the smallest book I own right now? Okay, I'm gonna edit this to be the smallest book I own because I don't. Oh wait, less than 300 pages, not less than 200 pages. I'm stupid. Hold on, I do have one that qualifies. I have Crying in H Mart by. I have Crying in H Mart. Why? I have Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. I swear to God, I'm getting worse at speaking in these videos as I do them. It's great. So this is the smallest book that I own. I got it in my book of the month box last month. It gets really high ratings and I want to read some more nonfiction. So do I want to do one more of these or do I want to go to the TBR jar? I'm going to leave it open. So right now I'm on the small book space. I'm going to leave it open to potentially come back and do more of these with the TBR jar. So I currently have 3 books on the TBR, 2 that are actually chosen, and then 1 that is going to be chosen by Jeremy whenever he gets back to me. And both of those books that are up for option are fairly chunky. So I am going to say, let's start with 4 and see where we end up. I want to get like in here a little bit. There we go. Oh my God. It's a nest. This one. Okay. Best rated on my want to read shelf. I'm gonna record this on my phone because I don't like the way that it looks when I record it on my computer. All right, let's go to my want to read shelf. And average rating. So this again has to be something that has been released already and I would like for it to have over 100 ratings. Oh no. Um let's see. If The Way of Kings is the first one in the series, I will do it. If it's not, I don't know what order Sanderson stuff goes in. I've been avoiding getting into his backlog. It's Stormlight Archive #1. Do I need to go through the Cosmere in order? So many people have rated this 5 stars. So many people love this book. Can you start Sanderson on A Way of Kings? Where do I start? If you consider yourself a fantasy reader, try Mistborn, The Final Empire, or The Way of Kings. So literally Brandon Sanderson himself recommends this as a starter book for him. So I suppose I will add The Way of Kings to my TBR. This might be one that I allow myself to carry into another month as well. We'll see. Let's see if Jeremy's gotten back to me to figure out how heavy my TBR is gonna be. That's grand. I'm so happy. Okay, he's not, but he's in a meeting right now. I work with Jeremy, so okay. I really hope I don't pull a bunch of big chunky books because that's gonna lower my TBR by a lot this month. Okay. Oh my god, there's 2 of them again. Color in the title. So, do I have any books that have a color in the title? We're going to, oh, it's even on the cover, even better. So we're going to go with Heartless Hunter, which the reason I'm choosing this is because it's the Crimson Moth book 1. I'm trying to keep this to books I already own so that I can get through some of my physical TBR so that my partner doesn't yell at me. A lot of these are from like recent book of the month boxes that I've gotten. So that's good. I'm working through that because that's where most of my TBR is at right now. So that makes sense. All right, let's pull 2 more for this bitch. Did I manage to only grab 1 this time? I did! Oh. Set somewhere you've always wanted to visit. We're going to go with Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. It's based in England, which I'm actually traveling to later this year, but I have always wanted to visit. To be fair, anywhere in the northern Europe is kind of like on that list, so I'm still good, but... Oh, it's in Norway? Yeah, it's in Norway. Okay, we'll still count it. And then last one, then we might do another Bookopoly after this. A sequel. Do I actually have... Oh, I do have a sequel. All right, for this one, I am choosing the next one in the Throne of Glass series, The Crown of Midnight. So I started with Assassin's Blade first, and then I went into Throne of Glass, and now I'm in Crown of Midnight. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many did I put on my actual TBR last month? Did I put 10? What did I do? I put 10 on my actual TBR. Let's do 1 more TBR jar and then see where that takes us. It's queer author. So the first one that immediately comes to mind is actually not one that I own, and that's The Shadow Cabinet by Juno Dawson, because I've been wanting to purchase it and I haven't, because I really liked Her Majesty's Royal Coven. So I might do that. I might be doing a book trip this weekend with one of my friends. Maybe I'll pick it up there. And then, do we want to do another Bookopoly prompt? No, let's do another TBR. Includes time travel. We're going to try this one, which is actually not one that I sought out at all, not even a little bit, and that is The Future of Another Timeline by Annalee Newitz. Okay, so I think this is just kind of like timeline thriller. What I ended up getting this in a Once Upon a Book Club box as like part of the book box. It wasn't the book that I was reading. It was a book that one of the characters was reading, which is also why it has a playing card that's been dog-eared in it, is that was part of the like thing, which honestly I could probably get rid of the playing card at this point. This seems interesting, and I think is the only one I own that includes time travel, so getting me out of my fantasy space. Well, let's see if Jeremy gets back to me, because if he hasn't yet, I'm gonna fight him. Ooh, he did. He wants to know what the books are. I'm not gonna tell him. You'll see now, Jeremy. You'll see now. Flat refusing to tell me unless I tell him what the books are. I said, you'll get to see when the video comes out. He just says no. I told him. Let's see what... He's probably going to pick The Mayor of Maxwell Street because I think he'd actually heard of that one when I was chatting with him about it. I would guess that that's what he's going to pick. No! He's researching them. This one choice has become a problem. I could have just made a decision. And I didn't. I chose to involve somebody else, and this is what I get. I just realized, though, we got to do a Bookopoly prompt without hitting Community Shelf. So that's cool. Why wouldn't we just do another one? Let's do another one just for funsies. I'm feeling frisky. I kind of want to land on chance or like one of my TBR games, which I have a chance to land on a TBR game right now. I'd have to roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, I have to roll a 7, which is the most common roll when you're rolling 2d6. It's a little statistics information for you. Okay, that's 9. You just sent me a link for the Pumas. Bro, I am filming right now. They're Cheeto shoes. Okay, those are pretty sick though. Like, those are pretty sick. We got a 5 and a 4. We got a 9 on our roll, which puts us on ebook or audio, I believe. So that means that we could, in theory, include Ashes in the Starcursed King. But again, I don't like doing audio. I don't know why I put it on there. I should have just put ebook on there. I could include the ebook for it, though, and just do, like, flip-flop between the two. I'll do that. The Kindle edition of Ashes in the Starcursed King or the audio. So I'll put that on there. Okay, and then Jeremy did finally pick. We have the book. My friends want good things for me, but they also hate me and push me way harder than I would push myself. Malice by John Gwynne is being added on here, too. And I know this is the first in a series. I don't need to start a new series, but I'm gonna start 2 new series, actually. In fact, I'm starting this, The Way of Kings. I'm continuing a series, so that's fine. I'm continuing 2 series, starting this one and this one. So I'm starting 3 new series. Oh no, I'm starting 4 new series this month. No! Hello, Editing Deidre here. I just realized at the end of this that, I never actually provided you with a full list of the things that I had decided to read. So here you go. You get to stare at my face, looking awkward and confused while I do that. I have 10 books on my TBR for this month, and in no particular order, they are Bride by Ali Hazelwood, Malice by John Gwynne, Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner, The Ashes in the Starcursed King by Carissa Broadbent, Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cicerelli, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett, Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas, The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, The Future of Another Timeline by Annalee Newitz, and The Shadow Cabinet by Juno Dawson. Thank you so much for watching this video. If I don't perish in the month of March beneath all of the books that I have now chosen, you can find me here again when I do my March wrap-up. I'll also probably be doing my February wrap-up in a couple of weeks. I did them pretty close together before, but I didn't have enough content to like put out, so I'll probably do my February wrap-up somewhere more toward the middle of March. Let me know down in the comments which one you're most excited for me to read and what your most exciting read is for the month of March if you plan them out, or what your most exciting read is that you're planning to read this year sometime. That's all for today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are practicing safe text. Bye.